Alright, Russell Crowe, let's see what you got for us this time. Yo, what is up, my Cinedroids? G to the S here. Today, I'm gonna be reviewing State of Play, about Congressman Stephen Collins, played by Batman himself from the DCEU himself, Ben Affleck, who is a rising star in Washington. Handsome, flappable, and seemingly honorable. He's seen as his party's next presidential nominee. Until, however, his research assistant slash mistress is found murdered and damaging secrets come pouring out. Journalist Cal McCaffrey, played by, like I mentioned earlier, Russell Crowe from A Beautiful Mind, Collins' old friend, must investigate the murder and walks headlong into a massive cover-up involving some of the nation's most promising political and corporate figures. Now, first off, I like to start with the film's camera work and cinematography first. Even in scenes where the mystery aspect comes into play, there are moments where they use shaky cam to display moments of discomfort and claustrophobia. But they shake the camera just a teensy bit, so that way we can see the characters front and center without making it too cluttered and confusing, unlike what the latter two Taken movies did. In those movies, they use shaky cam as a stylistic way to show off how they make an action scene cluttered and wacky without having a good reason as to why they display it on screen. But in this film, it was used to a minimum to display certain scenes where, in terms of the film's character development, dramatic and emotional scenes, and the film's direction coaching from Kevin McDonald, the characters are either interrogating someone or when they're arguing and yelling at each other without shaking the camera just too much. Which is good, because now I can easily see what these characters are talking about and how they can strategize the situation without it blowing it up in their faces. That's what keeps me invested and glued to the screen throughout this whole film. In terms of its execution, it makes the experience fun for me to watch. So kudos to the camera operators for keeping the camera as still as possible, so that way I can see the characters in each scene in this movie without having a migraine with so much excessive shaky cam all the damn time. Oliver Megaten, I bet you're not listening to this, but in the rare chance you are, take notes from this. Now, as for the story and plotline of this movie, sure, I get that people say that this movie is one of your average whodunit murder mystery stories, but for me, I love those kinds of movies. Murder mysteries can be entertaining, as long as they don't make it too predictable and boring. Thankfully, this movie is not one of them. I mean, yeah, it's not one of the most high-praised movies of all time or anything, but it's one of those movies that I can pop in every once in a while and just get lost in the story, the characters, and the thrilling action if I'm ever in the mood to. So for that, kudos to Universal Pictures for making the story not only fun for me to watch, but also enticing and intriguing at the same time, like it's supposed to be. Now, if I have to mention some minor flaws in this movie, again, it's not something to sneeze at, but I just wish that they would pick up the pace just a little bit, just mainly when it comes to the film's plot. But other than that, guys, in the end, I thought State of Play was a really good murder mystery film. Good memorable characters, intriguing story, well choreographed action sequences, and intriguing mystery per scene in this film. Who could ask for more, am I right? So as a result, I rate State of Play 4.5 stars out of 5. Again, not perfect, but it also doesn't mean that it makes the movie terrible by any means. If you're interested, please check this film out for yourself. I highly recommend it. So State of Play, have you seen it? If you haven't, please do so. I cannot recommend this enough. It's such an intriguing movie. But for those of you who have, come back and let me know in the comments what you thought about it. Also, if you like this video and you want to see some more, make sure that like button shines in your face. That'll totally help me out a ton. Also, share it with your family and friends and favorite it. That's a very good way to show support for this review. Also, if you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe and ring that bell right next to you so you can be notified of future videos that I have in store for you. Also, if you want a shout out in a future video, just follow me on my Instagram page and I will choose one of my Cinedroids to be displayed as a shout out. The link's in the description below. Also, you guys don't have to do this if you don't want to. I understand. But if there's a rare chance that you are interested in doing so, there's a little join button down below the video, just right next to the subscribe button. Or if you're just watching it on an Apple device, be it iPad, iPhone, or whatever, there's a link in the description so that way you can access through that as well if you're watching on an Apple device. But either way, if you click on the join button or the link in the description, not only will you join my YouTube membership program, but you'll also have access to custom-made loyalty badges, custom-made emojis that I created for myself, and a special shout-out from yours truly. So if you guys want to be mentioned in a video, just click click on the little join button or the link in the description down below the video and become a member. It doesn't cost you much. It only costs about $2.99 a month to join. So make sure you click on the join button or the link in the description and become an OG Cinedroid in no time. Also, I set up a Patreon page for you guys to check out as well. There'll be a link in the description so that way you can visit my page and gain access to up to 4 membership tiers. On my page, I post reviews a week early before you get to see them posted on this channel. I'm also planning to do nerdy pop culture fan polls, book audio reviews, and full-length movie and TV show episode reactions on my page as well, uncut. So if that's your cup of tea, if you guys are interested, go to the link below, become a patron, and let's get to know each other a bit more. Also, if you want to subscribe to my gaming channel, there's either a link in the description or at the icon card in the top right corner of your screen. Go over there, subscribe, and let's just have fun together. Also, if you guys want to subscribe to my GS Productions After Dark channel where I review movies, TV shows, and video games that are strictly not for families, there'll be a link in the description so that way you can check out that channel if you're feeling frisky. But until then, I'll see you next time. Peace out.